Let's cleanse this up. See how far away we are from the Xbox Ray. Oop. The Xbox Ray, the X-ray light box. There we go. You know what? I think I'll keep calling it the Xbox Ray. Alright friends, welcome back to another episode of our Control Let's Play. In the previous episode, we made our way into research after having a little conversation with Emily in the executive wing sector. We now have to find Marshall in the Parapsychology section, and on our way to that, we found Dr. Darling's office. There was a video playing talking about HRAs and what exactly they do. And he seemed pretty out of it, pretty blasted. But you know, it seems like a stressful time. So, yeah, things got a little laggy. I restarted the game, took care of some things, and hopefully we don't have any issues like that again. And yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 things to read. And then that to do. Then we'll be good to go. Yeet. So resonance theory. This is the good stuff right here. Oh, we got 2. Okay, hold up. Let's go to synchronicity first, because I guess I had that first. A glimpse into the paranatural, synchronicity, and the unseen connections. Synchronicity is a phenomenon long recognized by the wise, but only recently given a name by science. It is how we rationalize events connected by no identifiable causality, yet clearly conjoined in purpose. How does a dream foretell an event in the physical plane? Why do hounds bail at the death of their master, which has occurred miles away? The world is unified in ways we do not yet understand, and sometimes we stumble across these invisible, unseen chords and wonder at the result. The visionary Carl Jung laid the road. Now we must walk it. My fledgling research department will make it our mission to reliably reproduce redacted behavior by the close of 1959. Once done, the mechanics of synchronicity will lay themselves bare in due time. We are striding into the future of science. History may not remember our names, but God himself will. I mean, I think God's got a pretty good memory. I think that's a pretty fair guess. So you're not wrong. Refer to file redacted for full report. Utilization of paranatural elements, resonance, confidential. Resonance, it's there, but we can't see it. It vibrates around us, through us, from us. But what if the vibration is conscious? What could a force like that do? Redacted opened the door to a redacted. I've called redacted. The redacted emits a force that is far beyond the forces we've previously dealt with. It has shown me so much that I have to wonder. Is resonance the key element in all altered phenomenon? Oz, altered items, objects of power, do they share a common redacted that we've yet to discover? We can harmonize control points. What else would the correct frequency allow us to achieve? What if resonance has been the answer this whole time? Refer to file redacted for a full report. Well, many of these files do in fact share common redacteds. I've yet to see one redacted that is very different from another one. Darling budget request. I suspect my colleague Dr. Harrington has already contacted you asking for an increase in her department's budget. I'm not surprised. Parapsychology has always been the squeaky wheel. All fuss but no results. Parakinesiology has always been the stronger department. More breakthroughs, more tangible data, more usable research. With a name like that, it's a wonder that any of the research is usable, because it's almost unspeakable. I'm sure a man of your esteem can plainly see which department is more deserving of the budget increase. Just think what those additional resources could do for an already formidable research team. Anyway, I know you're a fan of single malt, so I left a bottle of well-aged brown on your desk. Yours in admiration, Dr. Abraham Lewis. Alright, dude. Turns out, the single malt is not the only brown that this guy's got. He's got brown on his nose. Whoops, that's the wrong button. Research and records on the Astral Plane. Oh boy. And objects of power. The Bureau has spent years studying why objects of power transport users into the Astral Plane when touched. My predecessor, Dr. Ash, theorized that a potential receptacle determined by Jungian archetypes and the collective subconscious would be inhabited by paranatural energies when an awe occurred in its vicinity, creating an altered item. Over time, a link was created by the redacted and the astral plane to the item, making it an object of power. So many additional theories have been raised since Dr. Ash's time. Objects of power were placed on Earth as tests by some astral entity. Our dimension was once part of the Astral Plane, and the objects were left behind as its borders receded. The Astral Plane was an early threshold into the oldest house, but the connection was severed, and now the two are linked solely through the objects of power. I will attempt to disprove some of these in order to thin the herd. Hopefully the truth will emerge. Refer to file 6-32-6498 for a full report. I suspect we'll be coming upon that eventually. Astral Plane counter essay. Is this... I wish I could see the file name. Dr. Darling is insistent that certain objects of power share a direct connection to the redacted, an entity or group of entities that we have little information on, or little that I am allowed to access. In his written reports, he states that there is a clear link between those objects of power, the redacted, the Astral Plane, and the oldest house itself. His work supposes these links are innate, a fact ingrained into the very redacted of objects, such as the hotline or the service weapon. What if these particular objects were never linked to the redacted, but had the connection forced upon them? Isn't it strange that no other objects of power require such direct contact with the redacted? Isn't it strange that using the service weapon or the hotline will result in grievous harm or even death if the user is not the director or at least worthy of the role? Why do we assume this involvement by the redacted is a natural fact and not something more redacted? Seems pretty redacted to me. Refer to file 6-23-9382 for full report. So I think it's pretty clear this is the board, the board, the board. The board. The board. So pretty much 5 out of 7 redactions are board, I would guess. Not that that information does me much more good than the rest of the note. Yo, hello? The more I use it, the more I like Spinner. Yeet. You know, just nice little soften them up and yeet them. Wait a minute, you're a sniper. Yeet. Oh, you're... Yo, those are some big dudes. Big case for a big dude. Yeet. It didn't do nearly as much damage as I was hoping. Alrighty then. Launch efficiency. I think that's a personal mod. Evade energy cost. Launch energy cost. Yeah, I'd rather have more damage. Rate of fire 25%. 3 more. Three more projectiles in shatter. Less spread. Yeah, we're all right for now. Yo, there's another one? Brent. I know I said I wanted these combats to last longer, but come on. Yeet. Kill enemies with the service and spin mode. I forgot I had that. Cool. Kind of wish I could take the grenade launcher, you know? I mean, I know we have like a super special, like awesome weapon, but like grenade launchers are pretty awesome on their own. Dimensional research. I'm not certain this is the way I need to go. I'm actually quite certain this is the way we need to not go. We went wandering in the previous episode and it did not go so well. We ended up running into level 6 dudes, and it wasn't pretty. I'll say that. I have a really hard time reading this map, I gotta say. It looks like there's like just on the other side of this wall. There's a pathway, but I don't think that is good enough. Parapsychology. Oh, okay. Follow the. We'll follow those. Yeet. Oh, did I fuck up? No. For a moment, I thought that was a control point. Oh, hello? Yeet. The hell is that? I think it's healing them. Oh, that is quite problematic. Yeet. Oh, there's a chest up there. Nice. Hey, buddy. What's up? Fancy meeting you here. Come on over, motherfucker. Yeet. You know what? I apologize. That's... Oh. We're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Lights, camera, action. Fuck! I'm sorry. That was out of line. You're right, you're right. I didn't have to do that. But you didn't have to launch so many grenades, okay? One was enough. It got your point across. Bro, where'd they coming from? I keep forgetting I need spin kills. Alright, well that went well. And how did I miss this? I've walked through here like 7 times. Oh, I've already read that one. That was, I don't think that one got saved when I crashed. Parapsychology is up here. We went too far down. Cafeteria's over there. Oh, look, parapsychology. We got there. Not sure what that those thuds are, but we're in there. Parakinesiology.
She's in trouble.
I'm coming, Marshall.
I need to reach her.
I'm doing my best. We'll have to go through parakinesiology. Sorry. Might have gone faster if the name was easier to say. I just remembered I walked past that chest way the hell out there. But okay, please. We'll go back for it eventually. Oh, cool. Very nice, very nice. We got snipers. Oh, hey, we got assholes. Yeet. Oh. Well. Not sure how I got here, but here we are. So I have made a mistake in my day. How am I alive? I don't know, but I want to stay that way. Yeet. Yo, y'all getting awful comfy up there. Yeet. We good? No, we're not. I think that. Owie! What are the odds I can get to the healing? Not impossible. Be a little better if I kill everything in there. Okay. We have some wiggle room, but not everything's dead. Pierce zoom boost. Wait, do we get a sniper of our own? That'd be great. I would actually love that. Yeet? How am I alive? I'm a little confused. But I'm okay with it. What is this? What do you got to say now?
Similar to an iceberg, what you see is not what you always get. Regardless, this place is vitally important to the Bureau.
Maybe the inverted pyramid is an iceberg.
On the Astral Plane is classified, but we can talk in broad strokes, keeping in mind that these are staggeringly complex systems.
Oh yeah?
Classification does them no justice.
Why don't you tell us in detail?
The white, non-space, the ever-present inverted black pyramid. The board, all linked.
Well, duh.
Tied to the oldest house, tied to the director.
Duh. And or hello?
Tied to all objects of power in terms of who controls them.
Oh, it's me.
Yes.
I feel like I gained zero information there. Okay, so we got that. All is well. I'm sure Marshall will wait while we're reading, learning. Learning is important after all. Astral Plane exhibition. The Astral exhibition was originally built for the astronauts to use as a training location, a place to grow accustomed to the sights and sounds of the Astral Plane before diving into the real thing. We could have done a better job with it, but Redacted was being stingy with the budget. However, once we discovered the Redacted, we decided to repurpose the space. Similar to how the zoos hope familiar surroundings will affect the well-being of their animals, we hope to observe the Redacted behavior in an environment similar to its home dimension. So far, it just breaks everything we put in with it, but Rome wasn't built in a day. Refer to file 3-19-3811 for full report. Addendum: new naming conventions have been established for the astral entity known as Astral Spike. Outdated terms in this report have been redacted. Ah. I see. Well, what was... Astral Spike sounds very interesting, I gotta say. Is there any way I can get my hands on that? If this is another puppet show, I'm gonna be upset. Yo. Okay. You can see the individual strands of hair on my head. That's impressive, okay? I don't care who you are. That's good. Minor detail, but interesting one.
An early hypothesis was that the mindscape of the astral plane is subjective.
Okay.
But that was fast proven wrong. It's an actual
By
place,
whomst?
not a construct of the mind, even though it is with our minds that we enter and experience it. But then one could argue that that's the case with all reality. We
Kind of.
record footage of the astral plane by monitoring the brain activity of those experiencing it. That is the only concrete material that has come out of the astral plane.
Is our brainwaves concrete?
Apart from one shocking exception.
Do tell.
In the astral plane footage, we're always in the vicinity of the pyramid. We've concluded that this, not the entire plane, is what the board controls. We have glimpsed movement, native species, always in the distance, and yet contact was made.
Oh?
We don't have footage of this, a technical malfunction, but when one of our astronauts returned, a brain cloud, an astral fugue, had hitchhiked a ride in his head.
Ugh.
It ruptured out, killing the subject in question. It's a relentless predator, pursuing thoughts, minds, lethal to those the entity feeds on. Proper containment protocols are to be observed when dealing with it.
I should hope so. Yeah, that's quite uncomfortable for the subject, as they say. Oh, is that the oh, I know what that thing is.
I believe they keep that thing here.
We that's the thing I shot like 30 times when I was trying to get my my dash, I think. Sounds kind of unsettling. Can we make it stop? Oh, that just opened the door. Okay, so when I entered the room with the thing, that light started flashing way too quickly for comfort, and it you know, I kind of understand where the epilepsy warning comes from. So I cut that part out. Basically, There was some stuff in here to make it look like the Astral Realm. It ruined the shit out of all of it. And, yeah, we locked it in there. And kind of over there. But now this door opened, because this was closed before. We had to throw that at that and that at that. The battery packs were on the ground. And then go hit the button and lock it in. But now...
Someone answer, damn it! We need backup down here!
We've made our way to, Marshall, or close to Marshall.
Marshall, are you still there?
Shit. We're so close.
We're late! Maybe, one too many Dr. Darling videos on the way. That's my bad. His clusters heal other enemies, destroy them to make the fight easier. So that is what caused all that. Yeet! That'll do. That'll do. For a moment I thought that was a, another enemy. Oink. My locker now. Yeet. Alright, there's a motherfucker up there. Not dealing with it. Okay, I tried. I don't want to deal with it. Yeet. There we go. That's better. Thank you. We only need 2 more and we'll have that objective done. Yeet. Okay. We'll be alright. Yeet. Oh, it's a chair dude. He doesn't know how to chair. Oh, another one. Let's see. I keep thinking these are lights that are in the ceiling. They're actually bad guys. Yeah, I'm a big fan of spin mode, I gotta say. Hello? Yeet. Take a yeet. That is tragic. Hello? Oh my fuck, that's a lot. Yeah, there's like a trooper up there too. I was kind of hoping it would destroy the, some of these throws would destroy the railing so I could shoot past it a little easier. No such dice. Yeet. I have no energy. We're good, we're good. Get down here. Yeet. Punch him square in the chest. That'll put him down. Hell yeah. Alright, we got his cluster. Unique. His clusters are unique in that they are concentrated manifestations of Hiss resonance without the need of a host. Hiss clusters are dense, spherical compressions of Hiss resonance that serve support functions in the hierarchy of Hiss entities. The clusters are capable of replenishing Hiss hosts with infusions of resonance. This does not heal any physical damage inflicted to the organic host, but rather seems to rejuvenate them, allowing them to endure more bodily harm than normally possible. The fact that the Hiss makes an effort to preserve its corrupted host underlines a level of awareness and discretion that was previously just speculation on my part. Can this entity be considered an individual or simply an extension of the Hiss as a whole? Capturing one alive would be quite interesting. Refer to file redacted for full report. Capture it like they captured that, spiky thing, huh? Captive audience. Investigate the X-ray light box object of power. What's that about? Groupthink, that's fun. Learns of another object to power an X-ray light box in the hypnosis lab. Okay, that's a ways away, I assume. Go to Central Executive to claim your reward. Okay. Astronauts information. I don't know if I read this. This report serves as an introductory guide to the astronaut program, including candidate requirements, training practices, and astral research procedures. Astronauts are chosen individuals who explore and document the astral plane by making physical contact with the X-ray light box. See case files 18 for details. In the hypnosis lab, a section of the parapsychology division. Oh, in the hypnosis lab, a section of the parapsychology division. Physical and psychological training is vital for the repeated transition between planes known as dives. After each dive, astronauts must undergo a redacted session in the cognitive recording chairs to record their experience in the plane. Gathered data has conclusively proven that redacted within the astral plane vary widely between astronauts. On rare occasions, these dives can result in losses, often occurring when teams encounter aggressive astral entities. Refer to file 8-29-1838 for full report. Interesting. Rethinking groupthink. This study extends the works of Irving Janis, Robert Barron, and others by proposing strong causal links between groupthink and the passive or active use of telepathy. To prove these connections, the parapsychology department carried out variations of Solomon Asks' original conformity experiments using a telepathic individual as the subject. See experiments redacted for details. Extensive qualitative and quantitative data resulting from these experiments was then used to identify telepathic interference within the group. Further empirical findings suggest measures can be taken to safeguard against telepathic influence on behaviors by engaging in redacted. Rather boldly, this paper stands to revolutionize decades of groupthink theory and provide new directions for further experimentation on the mind, including manipulation of redacted and redacted. Refer to file 3-18-2849 for full report. Thank you for the reference. I appreciate that. I'll do my best next time I'm at the record store, you know? Let's cleanse this up. See how far away we are from the Xbox Ray. The Xbox Ray, the X-ray light box. There we go. You know what? I think I'll keep calling it the Xbox Ray.
If anyone is listening, we've encountered heavy resistance. We've fallen back to the luck department.
The luck department. Interesting. You know what, maybe we should prioritize what's her face. I really wish we could get more of these sooner. Rate of fire on spin. Projectile spread and just some shatter things. What the? Oh, that's a brain. I thought that was like an owl or like a waffle. I'm glad we figured it out because that made me uncomfortable for a moment. But our missions. Let's go ahead and do that on the intercom next to the elevator. We'll go ahead and do that in the next episode. So appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did and you haven't already, make sure you dab on that like, yeet that subscribe button, turn notifications on, and come see me in the next one. Yeet.